Anytime you're trying to release something, you work your way down the body, okay? Anytime you want to receive something, you work your way up, okay? And that would be the same for our skin. Anytime we want to release things out of our skin that do not belong there, we need to go down. The problem is, if we are releasing these things coming out of our life or they're coming out of our skin, but we aren't in complete alignment, if our lives aren't, if we want to release something out of our life because we're trying to get something that we know we want, we have to first know what it is that we want. Just as if we're trying to release something out of our skin because we know what our skin should look like, then we need to make sure our body is completely lined up to where it needs to be. And if it's not, you're going to be releasing things that should be there, up getting scabs or something like that. Whereas if our skin, so if we know our cheek line is up here, if our skin is in the correct alignment, then we can release things and the skin can flow naturally where it's supposed to, and it doesn't nicked or something because it wasn't completely aligned to begin with. And when that nick happens, that forms scab, and then we have more issues. So if our face ends up directly where it needs to be, if our alignment is correct, and we know that we need to go from our heads to our toes to release the stuff, then our skin can look the way it's supposed to. And this works in our life too, because if our body isn't centered, if our chakras aren't in alignment, and we're not in the correct mind state, it doesn't matter which decision or choices you make, most likely they're not going to be what was supposed to be received into your life or removed from your life. Your body and mind have to be attuned. You can start releasing things in your life, and it flows smoothly and doesn't nick into something it's not supposed to nick into and cause a tower. But if we're in a complete alignment and we're able to release all the things that need to be released from our mind, body, and spirit, the decisions that we start making, no matter which direction you go, you'll be able to bump into whatever it is and it not have a catastrophe. You'll be able to bump into people, places, and things that cause a little disflow in your life, but it's not so much disflow that it causes the whole fucking thing to crumbling down. Just as if you are going through life, you turn 21, and you go to the bar and have your first drink of alcohol, and you like it, so you make it a point to, make sure that you get to have a couple drinks every week in order to release and whatnot, right? But that only becomes a problem if, say, something upsets your emotional state and you end up drinking a little more and a little more and a little more until you have to have that little more all the time. You're becoming an alcoholic. You're starting to drink more than you should, and it might not be an issue the first couple of months that you're an alcoholic, but the longer you're an alcoholic, the more alcohol you put into your body, the more emotions are going to be disrupted even more, because you're continuously putting that alcohol in your system and your body can't handle that because it's actually a poison. So the more poison you put into your body, eventually there's going to be a combination point and your body is going to say, fuck you, I'm not taking this anymore. You don't appreciate me because you keep putting all this poison into me, and you don't understand that at any point I can just shut down and stop working. And then what are you gonna do? Huh? What are you gonna do? What's your choice gonna fucking be? That thing might not be alcohol at all. It could be skin products that you're constantly putting on your skin, like makeup, because you think it makes you look prettier than you look as you are. Well, the more of that poison that you put on your face, it might not do anything the first couple of times. It might not do anything for the first couple of years. Hell, it might not do anything for the first 15 years. But at some point, that poison is going to cause your face to react. And when your face reacts, it fucking gave you warnings. What's it gonna do? It only had one thing left to do, and that was to react to the thing that was causing it to be uncomfortable. So whatever that thing is in your life that you're not balancing, that you're letting it happen over and over and over and over and over, even though every time it happens, it makes you feel more uncomfortable and more uncomfortable and more uncomfortable. If you don't ever listen to that, if you don't ever heed its warning, it's going to cause an upset. And in that upset, it's going to affect more and more things. And when it's affecting more and more things, eventually, there's going to be no things left. And at that point, you can make a decision. Are you going to stop doing this thing that's causing you to feel uncomfortable? Are you going to stop allowing that person in your life? Are you going to stop that person from doing the thing that it is that's causing you uncomfort? Or are you going to let it go and 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 let it go until it causes a huge fucking tower? Are you going to keep putting those things into your body, all that freaking poison into your body, with never giving your body anything healthy? What choices are you going to make in your life? Because a little bit of this thing is fine. It's dandy. It's not a problem. It only becomes a problem when you have to have it, when you cannot live without it, when it is the only thing that will make you get up and move, or get up and make you live your life, or it's the only thing you think that you cannot live without. These are the things that we have to think about and ask ourselves. Because if we don't, if we keep ignoring the things that are causing certain things to happen in our life, that's when, and then it goes when you keep doing what it asked you not to do in the first place.